it's kind of cool too. And you got to travel all over the country with BYU. The connection that people all over have to the university through the sports program is really cool. And you got to experience that, whether you were speaking at a fireside or not, just to see the fan base that would show up. Dave and I are really fortunate. We get to travel sometimes with both football and basketball. I'll never forget, we went down to Vegas for BYU's game against Arizona, and they had a
fan fest.
like a fan festival Friday night before the game. And Dave and I are driving out there, Andrew, and we're going, whoa, who decided that this thing was going to be out here? Because this is nowhere near the town. We're 35 minutes out out north and west of town. I said, nobody's coming to this thing. We get out there, and 10,000 BYU fans showed up at that fan fest. And we did a live show from there, and people lined up to talk to us and to talk about, and they were not just from Vegas, they were from all over, about their connection to BYU and the sports programs. You witness that all over the country. What's that like when you go even back to the East Coast and just feel the appreciation from the fans that you're there?
Yeah, it's special. Like, and I don't think sometimes as a player you really recognize how, like, until you're in Tallahassee and you realize, oh my gosh, like, look at all these people here. There's people here that support and are just fanatics about the program. I think our footprint on college sports and just the world as a whole is so underestimated, because like you go try, I don't know the fan base. Like, I remember playing at TCU, you go to like the Dallas Fort Worth area and there are loads of BYU fans, just like that, thousands of people. And you're just like, man, this is impressive. And I think, especially over the last 10 or so years, the way that Tom and from the athletic side, how they've kind of harnessed, for fans in Las Vegas to go have an experience and interact with some of the athletes and some of the, the people involved in athletics, like that's amazing. It's, from a playing perspective, it makes a huge difference too, because you're not alone. Sometimes you get in those places, you feel alone. Like, it's when you can hear people cheer, in the other opponent's section. Now I was going to bring up the Tulane game when I was a junior, and we had like 4 fans to every 1 fan of Tulane that was in the Superdome, but that's not that impressive. But regardless, like, you're in New Orleans and you got a few thousand people there to watch you clear far away. It's unique, definitely unique at BYU.